Mitram and Bandhuvam, welcome to South Asia Maps Education Channel. Your presenter, Dr. J. Reddy Joggari Tirupati Reddy. We are continuing our Persia-Iran series. This is part 10b. The title of today's discussion will be on Gorgan River. Gorgan River in the Caspian Ocean region of Iran. That's the northern part of Iran. After this presentation, you will get a good clarity of this river, Gorgan River or Gorgan Rud River. This is our Persian Iran series, and we are in 10b here, Iran Geography, Gorgan River Basin. All these presentations, Mitranam, I have posted at South Asia Maps, J. Reddy Education Channel, YouTube channel. There are 850 presentations, 2025 zone. You can pick and choose your choice. Previously, we have identified around about 28 or so geographic regions, physiographic regions of Iran. Here I am listing all these 28 in one place, because the pronunciation as a non-native Iranian person maybe will be different, at least by looking at the spellings, what we are talking about, the particular entity or a region, you can very easily map to that. So we are in the Gorgan River Basin region. I have shown here in this map all these 28 or so regions in one place. You can also pause here and have a glance of all of them. So we are looking in this part, that is the Gorgan River Basin region between Kopadeg Mountains and Aladeg Mountains, which are part of Alborz Mountains. So this is the difference between the political administrative maps and physiographic maps. In this political administrative maps, you only see the two-dimensional nature of the land, terrain, like the countries and provinces, vilayats, and districts, subnational entities and regions. So, whereas in this physiographic map, it will show you the physical nature of the terrain or habitat, like the oceans, the rivers, the plateaus, peneplains, and Piedmonts. And here you can see the Zagros Mountains, Elborz Mountains, Lut Desert, and Kavir Desert, so on. We are now talking about somewhere here a river called Gorgan River. So this is the Kopedeg Mountains, this is the Elborz, this is the Aladeg Mountain region. Iran is a very ancient nation. When I am recording this already, the war belligerency broke between Israel and Iran. So in order to understand all these backgrounds, you have to understand the land and history, very important. And after Islamic conquistadors subdued the Sasanian Empire around about 640, Iran had undergone tremendous change, even though it kept its native tongue, Persian, now written in Arabic script. After Imam Khomeini took over the land, V.S. Naipaul visited the country and talked to certain people and wrote these two fascinating books that throws a different perspective of the land, what happens after the people are converted into Islam. Those two books are reviewed by the India's greatest think tank scholar, considered to be very great thinker of later part of 20th century, late Sri Ram Swarupji Mahayogi, and he also gives a very good inkling about these two books, puts in different yogic perspective and makes a very good suggestions to Iranian Persian intellectuals how they can rehabilitate at least certain parts of the ancient heritage which was undergone into Islamic imperialism and Arab imperialism. I'll go over the broadly this region, and as usual we'll look at a couple of maps where you will get a good understanding. So these are the Elborz Mountains, and the Eastern arc is called Aladeg Mountains and Biralid Mountains. This is the northern part, Kopedeg Mountains, which are the border between Turanian region, that is the Turkish area region, Turkmenistan, Ashgabat here have shown. Between them, there are two river valleys basins. Important being Atrek River Basin Valley west side and Kashif River Valley Basin east side. Kashif River Valley Basin contains a major city called Mashhad, that is the historic Khorasan region. Western part contain, even though it has a Borjund town, that is also northern Khorasan, but it is very different. It's a border between mostly the Turkmenistan and the northern part of Iran. We discussed about that before. Atrek River is a tributary Sumba River, one more tributary Chandi River. Further south, there is a river called Gorgan River. Atrek River, Gorgan River, they arise in this area. Kopedeg, Aladeg mountain region gather the streams, their mouth being the Caspian Sea, actually inland salt lake region, around about 370,000 square kilometers, or so bigger, almost same as the province of Balochistan in Pakistan across the Red Cliff line. So post-Khiva expansion of Turkish Russia, there is a war was fought that is called Battle of Gyokope between the Turkmens and Russians, and a treaty was made between the Persia and Russia. So this becomes the border, Kopedig mountain we looked at before. Gorgan River, Gorgan Rud River. Rud means the Persian or Dari term, a river. Gorgan River is around about 250 kilometers. Its source is the Aladeg Alborz mountain region and its mouth is the Caspian Sea. The dams are Oshminger Dam and Golestan Dam and Boston Dam here. If you remember that broader picture or this picture, you can very see the landmark. There is a nearby, a landmark in the Ashgabat is the Baghir region, that's a town called Nisa, that is the Parthian capital. And there is a Sarne National Park and Gulistan National Park. And Great Wall of Gorgan is in this region. It is also this region, ocean is an important source of Atrek River mouth region and Gorgan mouth region, Caspian region. Unfertilized eggs called caviar. This is a very good delicacy coming from sturgeon type of fish. And important towns in this area is Bandar Turkmen and Ashurade Island. The first, the Trans-Iranian railway line was built during the World War before that time by the Reza Khan, the father of the last Shah Muhammad Reza, from Caspian Ocean to the Persian Gulf. That is one of that is the Bandar Turkmen. At that time it's called Bandar Shapur, and southern part is the Bandar Shah. So now the name got changed Bandar Turkmen and Bandar Khomeini and so. First we'll see that the rivers and this is the Golestan province. This is the Gorgan town. You can see the Gorgan river itself. This is not that maybe clear here. Bandar Turkmen will be somewhere here. We'll see the different perspective. Yeah, this is the Gorgan. This is the Gorgan river again. This is not that clear. The river, let's see. You can see the Gorgan river here. Yeah, you can see the Gorgan river here. Gunbad Kuwas is the town here on the Gorgan river. This is the Golestan National Park here. This is the Alburj Mountains. This is the Aladeg Mountains. This is the Kopedeg Mountains. The Ashgabat, the capital of the Turkmenistan in the Turania region. The dark desert or Karakum desert will be in this area. So important historic, that is the prominent landmark is the Great Wall of Gorgan. It is similar to Chinese Great Wall, but it's not that lengthy. You can see that Great Wall of Gorgan. It is in this river basin. Gorgan town, you can see the capital of Gulistan province, Ajad Shahar, and this is the Atrek River, Tarek River, Sumbar River, and Chandir River we discussed before. In the Askabad area, in the suburbs, there is the Nisa, that is the capital of Parthian Empire. Post Alexander's conquest of this region. Askabad, the old Nisa, that's the capital. That's the suburb, we'll call Bagyar suburb. Yeah, you can see the Bagyar suburb here. That's the suburb where the old capital, Nisa, present. Just foothills of the Kopedek mountain, Askabad. I'm showing this is nearby, even though it's more close to Atrek River basin. So again, you have to remember the landmarks, the Kopedek Mountains, Aladek Mountains, Caspian Sea. This is the Askabad town. This is the Turkmenbasi town. This is the Turkmenbasi. This is the Hazar town. Garabagaz depression area. So this is that's the railway station here. Bandar Turkmen here. This is the island, I forgot the name. Yeah. Here I am showing the broad rivers. You can see the rivers, the Caspian Sea here, Atrek River we discussed before. Its major tributary is Sumbar, other tributary of Sumbar is Chandir. Here what we are interested is the Gorgan River. This is the Caspian Sea. Kopedeg will be somewhere here. Elbruj will be here. Aladeg will be somewhere there. So you can see here what I'm showing is the Gulistan province actually. Sorry, this is the Mazandaran province. West side is the Gilan province. East side is the Gulistan. Actually, this is the Gulistan. This is the Mazandaran. Sari is the capital of Mazandaran. Yeah, the capital of Sari is the Mazandaran. You can see Mazandaran here. Gorgan, I can see Gorgan. Oh. Gorgan, there we are talking in this area, somewhere here. A sturgeon is a type of is unsalted eggs. These are all the eggs extracted. These are unsalted. They come from type of fish. That region, Caspian Sea, is famous in the world itself. It's a very good delicacy. And that's how they cut open the fish and extract. These are the eggs sturgeon. So when you remember the Atrek River mouth and Gorgan River mouth, this caviar is a very important delicacy that comes from Iran in the Persian region. That's the major exporter. You can see the Great Wall of Gorgan here. You can see the Gorgan town there and Gorgan town there and Gorgan Great Wall of Gorgan. You can see Gorgan, Caspian Sea, Gorgan River and Gorgan Rud River. Gunbad Kavus is a town and Bilku is a mountain range here. So this is the Western province. Gorgan. This is that wall, the reddish one. It crosses across the river. So if you zoom out, you can very easily see this is the Kopedeg Mountains, Caspian Sea, Elburj Mountains, Tehran Ray will be somewhere here and Damavand will be here. Southeastern arc is called Aladeg and Binalud Mountains. That There, the Meshad town will be there, Nishapur will be there, Sabjawar will be here, and this is the Kashaf river basin, this is the Harirud river, this is the Murgab river, Amudariya river, that is the Aksas river, Karakum desert area, Turania, Turkmenistan, and this is the area we are talking about, our current Gorgan river. Previously we discussed about Atrek river. This is the Hazar, the national park region, Turkmenbashi, this the Gara Bagaz, this again the Turkish term north of Turkmenbashi, I forget that how to pronounce it. So we talked about the fascinating Gorgan River, the sacred Gorgan River. On the planet Earth, the Hindus consider every river is a very sacred river, does not matter where it resides. Ancient people, pagans, before the conversion process began, they always considered the plants, flora, fauna, the moon, sun, these are all very sacred and the special spirituality on the planet Earth. Conversion-based ideology took that as put with to unverifiable entity called gods, their revelations, and enforced it by conquest and extensive conditions. That what Mahayogi Ramswarup discusses in his thought-provoking works. Next presentation will be talking about current Iran, around about 2020 is 25, that is 31 provinces, whereas it has different number of provinces in Safavid Iran and Qajar Iran and Pahlavi Iran. Pahlavi Shah, Raja Khan and his son Muhammad Reza Shah, last Shah, overthrown 1977 during Carter's administration 10 years. So we look at those provinces, how many there, the 15, 16, 20, I didn't count exactly. By looking at that, we'll get a very deep understanding of the metamorphosis, the formation, evolution of the socio-geopolitical entities, sub-nationalities within a country, provinces, vilayats in Persia. Mritranam, thank you very much and joining me today. If you have any questions or any comments you want to put, you are very welcome, and your presenter, Dr. Jogari J. Tirupati Reddy, South Asian Maps.